Okay, so it dawned on me when I remember listening to Alex Jones and all of his conspiracy belief systems, which have some credibility but unsubstantiated in reality. But when he was talking about the backdoor triggers based upon myriads of different therapeutics, here's the thing. This is, I think, the future in medicine, is that if you expect to pass away, then the ultimate way to pass away is relatively painless with no diagnosable condition that would cause you to be a drain on the system of governance, the system of our community. And so here's the thing when it comes to thermodynamics, and this is what I figured out when I was watching the Hummingbird Project yesterday, was that this whole thing with the shortest distance between 2 points and the longest distance between 2 points. And what is the meaning behind the shortest distance between 2 points and the longest distance between 2 points? It's based upon thermodynamics. Okay, we're looking at biological thermodynamics, biology thermodynamics. And so when a body out there that's not doing jelly juice is on a death trajectory, it's triggering entropy. And then it gets exposed to a lot of energy, whether it's a crowd of people, a new virus, 5G, Wi-Fi, anything, any transducer. Well, usually the body's signal, the chemical signals, are some kind of diagnosable condition like cancer, disease, chronic illness, autoimmune disorders. Okay? So that's the usual signals when a body is on entropy and it experiences some kind of evolutionary sequence. And so what is optimal in the medical holistic industry is to have the longest communication between an aggressive evolutionary symptom, okay, not the longest communication, taking that aggressive energy and drawing it out, like diluting it, and either cutting off the communication or redirecting the energy so the person doesn't feel the symptoms, but the energy is still there. They're either taking out stuff, so taking away energy from their body, or they are programming their body to take away the feelings of pain so they don't realize that they're in some kind of aggressive entropic type of situation. And so then it lessens the diagnosable condition, so you're not being treated. You're still doing something until one day, bam, backdoor trigger, it caused you to just fall over just like that. Like that's seriously what's going on. Because now that, and here's the thing, backdoor triggers are not just triggering disease, because that's what people have been dealing with for the last however many years since we've been experimenting with the human genome, is with all these different DNA splicing and dicing and all this other stuff, people are getting these crazy diseases. They're like, what the hell? And they're trying to blame all these different therapeutics. And okay, fine. But that's all evolution. That's all the body saying, okay, there's something wrong here, and you need to reconsider your methodology of healing, and we're going to give you a stay of execution. That's your body. Diagnosable conditions are like your insurance policies. It's giving you a signal saying, hey, something's up here. And then all the therapies are basically trying to squelch that signal. All the therapies are trying to release that signal, like with the Reiki and the whole massage and the pressure points and the energy healing and the chakra manipulation, all that stuff. They're trying to release that energy signal that's telling you that something is wrong. Please reconsider your methodologies of dealing with the diagnosable conditions. And so in the future, you're going to see now, instead of diagnosable conditions, okay, it's just people are going to have a mass of a tumor that is going to be caught, and it's going to cut off circulation, and then it has to be cut out. And then eventually over time, that's going to then cause issues. Or a person will have a heart condition because of predispositions, and then that energy that they don't even realize is going on because they have all these different programming from the different therapeutics is still doing a number on their system, but they don't feel anything. Just like if you take out all the pain sensors and you don't know what's going on until all of a sudden you see that your blood's rushing out, That's why you have pain sensors, so you can see if blood's coming out of your arm, or you have a cut somewhere, or you have some kind of something going on, right? So the pain that's letting you know that you need to fix something, not take it out or release the energy, but fix it in a way that makes sense, like repair it. But with all the therapeutics, they're taking away every single sensor that's letting you know what's going on. And so one day you think you're doing it, you think you're doing great, you're working, you're doing this, all of a sudden, bam, you fall over dead. You have vital organ failure because you have primed yourself into trying to mitigate pain through the medical holistic system, and you haven't faced your demons. You haven't actually given energy to your demons and then backed it up with some kind of substantial insulation so you can handle the evolutionary process. No, you want the medical holistic industry to basically take away every single pain sensor until there's nothing left. Until one day you're doing something and then you just like fall over dead. That's essentially what the pain management programs are doing. That's what all the steroid shots are doing. That's what all the different injections are doing. That's what all the therapeutics, whether it's Reiki, chakra, messing with somebody's chakras and lymph nodes. You're messing with people's ability to be able to discern what they need to do to actually fix the problem. Because, hey, if you don't feel the problem, it doesn't exist, right? If you're under a haze of like cannabis, then nothing exists except for your feelings of dopamine until all that energy is finally gone, and then you don't have that anymore to turn to, and then you actually have to face your demons, and then you don't have what it takes to face your demons, and then you start getting things taken out, or your hair starts falling out, or your eyesight starts going, or your skin starts becoming sallow. And so that's what Alex Jones meant by backdoor triggers. It's not that we're going to have more exotic diseases. Oh, no. You're not going to get the luxury of having an exotic disease because you won't even survive. It'll just be like your time. And that's the thing is right now what's going on with all the different categorization. That's why there's no more reports on the COVID-19, because now we're going to go back and recategorize people's death and conditions as like heart attacks, strokes, and whatever. It won't be COVID-19 anymore. It'll now be back to natural causes. And so everyone thinks everything is great because 40% of the population has been therapeuticized, but we still haven't addressed the elephant in the room is why is it that people have cancer, disease, chronic illness, autoimmune disorders? And it's not because of the therapeutics, it's because they haven't kept their body up to the level of the environment, and they kept turning to the holistic industry, the allopathic industry, and they don't realize that they can actually mitotically reproduce and have the choice to have meiosis, which is sexual reproduction, or mitosis, which is cellular regeneration. And so they want to all have babies and have, big families, but that comes with a price. And since most people don't understand that even a new virus in the environment could trigger meiosis, doesn't mean that you're destroying your body because you triggered meiosis, because there's a new variant in the environment that the body has to adapt to, and it's going to adapt. Your uterus is going to adapt, and so will your testes, and then they're going to want to create a baby to have a new baby to represent that new environment. Not that, that you'd have to do that, but that's the natural way of things when the environment changes. But since everyone is not believing that side of it, that viruses are evolutionary, they think viruses are de-evolutionary because our bodies are degrading. And so guess what? They're going to go turn to the nearest pill, powder, supplement, detox. They're going to take out organs. They're going to run themselves into the ground, exercise, you name it, yoga, meditation, hell, I don't know, ayahuasca, whatever. They're going to go do drum circles until they don't feel anything anymore. And then, yes, the backdoor triggers is then basically vital organ failure. They won't have the luxury for disease. You have the luxury of cancer, disease, and chronic illness, but the future, you're not going to have that luxury. And so those that are sick are the ones that are evolving. Those that are not, they're so immune until they're not. And immune means on the antagonist side of the immune system, not the protagonist. Well, actually, maybe protagonist too, because your body is expending more energy that's actually able to substantiate on the back end. And so if you don't have what it takes thermodynamically to handle the environment, yeah, backdoor triggers will be just like that. All right, bye.